What is the real science behind becoming wealthy? How to become rich and make more money? These questions might be rising up in your mind. So guys, these videos will help you understand about the science of getting rich and becoming wealthy in true sense. So, subscribe to our channel for more such videos and click the link in the description for more such great pieces of information, and stay tuned throughout the podcast. So, let's begin. Money needs planning. If not planned well, money evaporates into the thin air without a trace. Have you ever wondered how would it be like to become wealthy, manage luxurious lifestyle, and able to afford high expenses? How you will manage your big cars, your holiday trips? Most of us would say that you might be earning lots of money. That's true, but only partially. The real true answer lies is financial planning. The real art of becoming wealthy is to earn big and then go on to make it bigger with their profound money management skills. Disciplined spending and intelligent investments are the two critical factors for wealth creation. Now, you may say that financial planning and money management are the things only wealthy individuals need. This is not true completely. On the contrary, working professionals, whether they belong to middle class, upper middle, or lower class, need to have a well thought out plan for spendings and investment. This simple activity is what we define as money management. So, what is money management and why it is so important? The copybook definition of money management is that it is a process of budgeting, saving, spending, and investing in and utilizing the capital of an individual. Money management is like wealth management but on a smaller scale. Wealth management is a service for people who have considerable wealth. On the other hand, money management is for those who have any money in the form of salary, business profit, pension, and etc. It's a process to give your money the value it deserves. So, why is it important? Every individual has dreams and aspirations. To bring these dreams into reality, you need money, right? This is the point where money management comes into the picture. It is the process of money management to meet your life goals. These life goals can be categorized into short-term and long-term goals. Buying a house and saving for your child's higher education or planning for retirement are long-term goals, while planning a family vacation are short-term goals. It's a step-by-step process that helps you understand where you are currently and also helps you determine where you want to be and what you need to do to be there. Some of the important aspects of the process involve gathering relevant financial information, establishing life goals, reviewing your current financial status, and drawing out a strategy for how you can meet your goals. So, does that sound too much of info? So let's try to understand the concept through an example. Steve is a working professional in his mid-30s. He earns Rs 50,000 every month. But Steve is an ambitious person. He wants to live a good life, studied with comfort and luxury, and at the same time, he is worried about his retirement savings. To find a golden middle road to this confusion, he approaches a financial planner who chalks out an investment as well as spending plan for him. According to the plan, Steve has to buy a term insurance to secure his family's future from the unforeseen events of the future. Second, he has to start two systematic investment plans, that is SIP, to meet his short-term goals of buying a car and a long-term goal of saving for his retirement. If Steve is disciplined in his investment in next 4-5 years, he would be able to buy a new car, and he will also be well on the way to build a handsome retirement house. This example broadly outlines the core of financial planning. As we go forward, you will understand all the important aspects in a greater detail. So, what are the key components of the money management? As mentioned above, financial planning is a step-by-step process of streamlining your spending and investment. Its objective is to give a direction to your money and to prevent money spillages. Here are some of the critical elements that you need to consider. First is income and expenditure. The first and the foremost step is to take stock of your income. How much money you earn from your job and alternate professions, that is freelance assignments or side business. The next step is to take account of the expenditure. Review all your spendings. Check if there are any unnecessary spendings on the regular basis. If yes, prevent it from happening. This exercise will give you a clear view of how much money you need on a monthly basis, how much cash flow you need, and how much surplus money you get. The second thing to consider is increased cash flow. If you start watching your spendings closely, there is a fair chance that you will locate various unnecessary expenses. As a result of you preventing them from happening, your cash flow will increase. This is a positive sign that your money management is working. Having more cash flows allows you to either invest more or to reduce debt. Besides, a healthy cash flow is a sign of healthy financials. Now, we should think about health and life insurance. Never make the mistake of confusing insurance with investment. These are the two different things meant for different objectives. In money management, insurance plays an important role. You have to ideally get two insurance covers, that is medical health insurance for your family and a term insurance for yourself. Medical insurance helps you in medical emergencies, while term insurance provides a life cover with a significant amount. Spending money on insurance is a wise thing. It gives you much needed cover from the uncertainties of the future. They provide the service of comparing the insurance policies. So, remember, choosing the cheapest plan is not the objective, but to find a plan which will be cost efficient at the same time has a good claim settlement percentage and service. Now, what is this investment all about? It is a most important aspect. Investment in the right instruments on a regular and long-term basis can do wonders for your life. The cycle of financial planning comes to full circle in the investment part. Thus, this part needs to be dealt with utmost caution. Now coming to the very critical factor, that is debt management. Debt is a necessary burden. Every working professional at some time in their life has to take a loan. But if it is not managed properly, it can become a big roadblock in your financial planning. At a planning stage, it is important that you should review all your debts and make a systematic payment plan to reduce it as early as possible. Loans like personal loans have high interest. If you default these payments, you incur additional charges which further disturb your cash flow. Thus, it is imperative to aim to remove the debt burden by regular and disciplined payment of EMIs. A home loan can be seen as an exception, as it is a capital expense and also helps to save the income tax. Now, the investment instruments that can complement your life goals. As we discussed above, your life goals should be aligned in two broad categories, that is short term and long term. Once you have ascertained your goals, it is incumbent upon you to choose the right investment instruments and start investing for the same. Selection of the investment instruments should be done with a great caution. A mistake here not only causes loss of money but a loss of time, which is equally important in the investment planning. So, let's take a look at an ideal investment in mediums for all your life goals. So the first is children's education. This is a long-term goal, so you get a plenty of time to invest for this goal and also get to reap the benefits of compounding. The ideal investment instrument for this goal would be equity mutual fund. Historical data suggests that equity has given best returns in the long run. The amount of SIP or lump sum amount depends on how much money you need. You also have to factor in growing inflation to ascertain the actual amount. Now, what about buying a new car? This is a short-term goal. There are two ways you can go about accomplishing your goal. You can either get a car loan or you can start saving for a couple of years. You can choose the option that works best for you, but you should consider choose the second options, then the best investment option is the balanced fund. The balanced fund is also known as hybrid fund. Balanced funds invest your money in equity as well as in debt market. This way, you get the best of both worlds. You get high returns through equity and safety via debt. Now, what about your retirement planning? This is an extremely long-term objective. If you start investing for your retirement in your 30s, you still get around 25 to 30 years to accomplish your goal. The reason we call retirement planning is the cornerstone of your financial planning is that you have to think from all the angles and consider all the possibilities while planning. For building retirement, you can't rely on just one investment medium. As it is a long-term goal, equity will play a crucial role. You can start an SIP in equity mutual funds which you have to keep upgrading periodically. You can look at the different schemes like public provident funds, that is PPF, and national pension schemes, that is NPS, and tax benefits. There is also an option of direct equity investment where if you have long-term vision, you can get great rewards. However, if you are not well versed in the working of stock market, then instead of looking for the free stock market tips, you should either opt for the services like portfolio management service or stock advisory firms to reduce the risk factor. So what is the role of equity in money management? If financial planning is a film, equity is the hero of that film. It plays an extremely crucial role in accomplishing your life goals. Among all the asset classes, equity will always be the most rewarding. However, you have to bear one important thing in your mind, that equity investment has a high risk proportion. If not done cautiously, there are always chances that your equity investment will backfire. At this point, let's focus on how you can benefit from equity. You can invest in equity via two routes: direct equity investment and mutual fund. If you have a demat account and have the working knowledge of the stock market, then you can opt for direct equity investment. It poses a big risk, but it offers uncapped growth. Yes, there is absolutely no ceiling on how much returns you can get if you invest in the right stocks on the long-term basis. If you don't have enough knowledge of stock market, you can avail services like portfolio management service or get help from stock advisory firms. If you want to take a safer route, then equity mutual fund is your best option. All you need to do is find the right fund, start a SIP, and keep investing in a disciplined manner for a long time. The longer you stay invested, the better benefits of compounding you get. Whatever your route may be, it goes without saying that to get sterling returns, there is no alternative to equity investment. So, what's best? Is it to do it yourself or seek professional help? Financial planning is not just about adding and subtracting numbers. It's a complex affair where aspects like nation's inflation and global inflation, tax provisions, contingency plans for equity investment and risk management have to be considered. So, sounds confusing? Indeed, this is a work of a professional. If you don't have adequate knowledge to chalk out a comprehensive financial plan for yourself, your best foot forward is to get help from a certified financial planner. The professional planners are well equipped with all the knowledge of investment and tax saving and risk management. Moreover, the biggest reason one has to get an expert on board is that, like clothes, financial plans have to be made to size. Every individual has to have a customized plan to suit their requirements. Hence, it's a no-brainer that you are better off under the guidance of a professional financial planners. So this is the end of this podcast today. So subscribe and hit the notification bell for more such videos and updates, and click the link in the description below to get our newsletter updates.